So let's talk about something that's really, really brutal and really, why do I struggle saying these words? Bad. However, also a clear-cut indication about what persuasion really means and what it can do. I'm going to start off first by talking to you about the worst, probably one of the worst things a human being can do, which is killing other people. Now, in this case, I'm going to reference two murder cases. The first one being actually a fight between two girls, two teenage girls over a boy, where one of the girls was so jealous with her classmate, her female classmate, because they fought over a boy, and her female classmate, who wasn't her girlfriend, but her girl enemy, no pun intended, in her eyes, stole her boyfriend from her, or some such. They argued over a boy. Here's what happened. So this happened in England, and I've never ever heard about this before, actually. But the 16-year-old girl enlisted the help of three of her friends, and these were other teenagers. I think they were aged 16, 17, and 18 or something. Just kids, literally. Just one of them was actually an adult per the law, but the rest of them were minors. So these four kids really conspired together and killed the other girl. They killed the 16-year-old girl because her female classmate was upset with her that she probably stole her boyfriend in her eyes. It's crazy. It's insane. I mean, we know that women compete against each other. And guys also compete, which is lame, but you know what I mean. But killing someone is next level, and it's next level awfulness. It's next level atrocities. Another case. Some trucker in my country was killed about 3 years ago, I believe. He was found dead in some sort of a cabin out in the woods. I think, or actually, he was found dead in his car, which was then set on fire. And, obviously it was a tragedy. This guy worked as a trucker, by the way. He had his own Instagram and TikTok account. He was making content about how life was as a trucker. And then all of a sudden he gets killed. Well, it turns out later, because I think 4 people were actually sentenced for murdering or conspiring to kill the guy. And I think the repeal case is currently scheduled for the appeals court in, I don't know, maybe some time later this year. I don't really know. Anyway, here's what I do know from the initial conviction, from the initial court ruling. This trucker had supposedly, according to the guy who was sentenced with manslaughter or homicide, stolen his girlfriend, went way back in the day, in middle school or even elementary school, I don't really know. It was a case of jealousy. Imagine this. You're in class, your classmate steals your girlfriend from you. I don't know, because he's cooler than you or whatever. He's got the riz, right? He's got the riz, and you don't. So you develop hatred for him. You don't like him, you dislike him. And you carry with you that hatred for 20 plus years. Hell, even 30 plus years. Then you enlist the help of some of your friends, some of your former classmates, and you conspire together to kill this man who's innocent. His only sin or crime, if you will, was stealing your girlfriend. from you when you were kids. Isn't that crazy? And think about it. The same force, the same conviction, where the end justifies the means, is the same force and conviction that you can use to persuade people to do your bidding. Because in both of these cases, the murderer, the alleged murderer, the murder suspect, well, in the one case, the actual convicted killer, enlisted the help and thus had to persuade a group of innocent people to do his dirty work for him, or to do their dirty work for them, rather, or to help them out, with their dirty work. If I have a close friend and he knocks on my door at 3 a.m. and he says, "Look, I've killed somebody. Can you help me hide the bodies?" I'm not going to do that, because I don't have friends. I don't want to be friends with people who kill other people and request that we hide their bodies. I don't frequent people like that. But anyway, that's beside the point. The point is really here. This is the power of persuasion when it's done properly. And I'm using the word properly very, very careful here. I'm not using it in a positive context. This is not a positive context. This is absolutely something that you can't do. You can't enlist the help of your friends to kill other people. That's wrong, and it's illegal, and you shouldn't be doing it. But you can enlist the help of your friends to do something that's good for the world. Or you can convince others that, hey, listen to me because X, Y, and Z. Think about it. This is persuasion done properly when it applies to sales. It's only that this sort of sale is the wrong kind of sale. And your challenge is to find the right kind of sale. Make that your challenge. And use persuasion that way. If you want to learn more about persuasion, then get subscribed to my email list. The link to so is in the episode description wherever you're watching and or listening to this. And I'll see you there.